Here we have the architectural plans coming from the architect. When we go to level 1, you can see that this is the architectural plans they have provided. But we couldn't find the internal origin or the project base point or survey point. We haven't found it yet. So basically, if you could not locate it, you have to go to VG or this graphics, visibility graphics in your floor plan properties plans. Under the model categories, you have to filter studies to architectural, make sure architecture is checked. And under the architecture, you have to search and scroll down to site, expand the site, and here you can find the internal origin. Let's check this and click apply and click OK. Now you would see this is the internal origin which is supposed to be here. Let's see, we can still select it. Currently at the moment we could not select it. There is right, we should be able to select it, and let's have a spot coordinate. Let's see what is it's 0, 0, 0. So it's in the correct position. So 50, let's set 500. See this? It's in the correct position, which is 0, 0. A word of advice: just make sure that the internal origin is not moved, as it is typically the main reference point for any drawing or model. So make sure you don't move the internal origin. You can place the drawing the first two grids into the center of the origin, but do not move the origin. Actually, here you cannot also select it. By right, we should be able to. Let's set the. Oh, it's hidden. Like this. So there is the survey point and also the project base point. You can also use the reveal hidden elements to locate the internal origin, and here you can select it and select unhide category. So now let's close this. Here you can find the survey point and the project base point, which is shared, and also the survey point. So we have to select by one. We're trying to zoom in it. So this is the spot coordinate and survey point. So let's hide the internal origin so we can see the project point and project base point. How it looks like. Click apply and click. This is the survey point with the click. So this is the 0, 0, 0. So this is the image and picture of the survey point. Try not to move the survey point with the click and check, because once you move it, the model will not follow. Only the point will be changed. It will create confusions on other using this drawing as their reference. So later on, when they attach some file, it will follow the survey point, but the model is still remain on the same position. So let's not change this. Try to avoid changing or moving the survey point with the click and check. Make sure it's always unchecked. Always unchecked, and then you can move the survey point. Now let's hide this and see what is a project base point, how it looks like. Let's go to site and survey point, and let's check the project base point. This is the project base point. Typically, this is where you can set your project as a temporary reference point in reference to the internal origin. Most of the projects we have done is basically the survey point, project point, and the internal origin are all located in the same position. That is the standard in our company, and hopefully this we're still maintaining it as we have never experienced any issues maintaining all these points in the same location. Now this also, the project base point is you can rotate it and you can actually set the actual angle from true north. So let's say you want to set this angle to 30. The true north is about 30 degrees because the project base point is the orientation of the drawing in relevant to your display and into your paper. And the x-axis is always horizontal and the y-axis is always vertical. So but in the true north of this and the true orientation of this floor plan, the north may be facing this way. So let's set it 45 degrees and see what happens. Let's see the true north as 45. And here in the project, now we're still in the project north, so it's horizontal and vertical. Let's change it to north, pick a plan. Now it will be shifted 45 degrees from this angle. So basically that is how you can set the true north of your building. Let's say it's facing the north 45 degrees with an angle. So this is how to set it. Now let's go back and set this to 0. And then it will go back to the same location as the project base point. So typically it's not, project base point and true north are not always the same. Let's say it's about negative 25 degrees. So it will be 25 degrees upward. So now it's orientated based on this reference. So that is how to set the angle to true north and also how to use the project base point. Thank you.